Hey, so, know this. Killing is my business, ladies, and business is good.
Hey, it's Khalif, gonna bring you the commentary version of this Battle for Kylo. Quick thing I want to point out, you notice that I don't have my Venoms. The reason I don't have it is I know that I'm not gonna fight anybody right off the bat, so instead it's more beneficial for me to use the Shadow Signet for its 25% speed boost. That way I can kind of get to my control points as fast as I can. I'm gonna start heading off over to the windmill. The reason I'm gonna do that is while I was staying in point, I saw that around 4 people went middle from red. So using kind of statistics, I can kind of guesstimate that there's probably gonna be really next to no any sort of players on windmill, and I was right. There was nobody there. There's this guy that runs around, but for some reason he doesn't come attack me. So I capped this pretty easily. Here I try to hide, well, kind of angle myself in like a good angle of view so I can see both entrances to windmill. I can see the one to my right and the one in front of me. Up here we run into a Guardian. He really doesn't put much of a fight. Since it's such a close quarter battle, soon as I lay down my Caltrops, regardless of where he goes, he's gonna get a stack of bleeds on him, and eventually it ends up becoming too much. He even puts up a shield, but again, the really awesome thing about bleeds is that even if they put any sort of blocking mechanism such as guard or the bubble that Guardians have, it really doesn't matter. The damage still keeps on going. Over here I'm gonna start heading over to Mansion, but unfortunately there were so many people here. I didn't realize it was kind of an ambush, but luckily I remember that I have the greatest kiting skill, pistol number 3. So I start kiting these guys, and now it becomes a 4-on-1, and all these people are just chasing after me. I was pretty sure I was gonna die right around here because I have a lot of conditions on me, and unfortunately this build does not have a lot of condition removal, which is its own downfall. But luckily I was able to survive long enough to get my withdrawal. Again, I still thought I was gonna die, so I popped my elite skill, and I guess I was being lucky in this position where most of the people that was attacking me was ranged, so that all the ranged attacks, thanks to my elite, gets reflected. That's another reason that I use that particular elite rather than Basilisk, is because it reflects projectiles. Well, some projectiles rather. Here I make a mistake. I really should have used the other stairs to go up to the control point. I would have been able to nullify it a little bit faster, but so I made that mistake of kind of going backwards and using the longer way to get up. If you're wondering why I didn't use withdraw to cleanse the chill that I had, the reason is I didn't really know who was up here, and I didn't want to use withdraw and then end up coming up here and having withdraw on cooldown. So that's one of the reasons I didn't use it. I switched to dagger here because this particular area of the map is pretty close quarter. So daggers are really great for close quarter, especially Death Blossom. I think I killed this ranger right here, but for some reason he gets health and then he gets more health. Wasn't too bad. It's a 2-on-1, but these bleeds and the conditions that I have on him I know is going to be too strong for him to handle. So this Mesmer comes in here with his conjured ice bow, but again, it doesn't matter. This part, I angle my Death Blossom to hit both of them because I don't want that ranger to rally up. Because if he rallies up, he's going to give me some trouble. This Mesmer, he actually makes a real nice play by moving out of my Caltrops, but I guess it was kind of a fluke because he rolls back into the Caltrops up ahead, which ultimately, if you see those bleeds are damaging, and he just could not heal through them. Switching to pistol, the reason I do that is it's a 2-on-1. I don't want to be caught where I, stomp one only for the other one to rally up. So by switching to pistols, I can kind of attack from a distance while I run towards them, making sure that interrupts their skill number 4, which is kind of a channeled rally. If I was to leave those two there, they would just rally up. So because of that, if you ever get into a situation where it's like a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, or any such combination of, try and use ranged abilities to damage your downed opponents, because it will break their skill number 4. I start heading over to the to mansion because I realized that it's red and that's our point. Quick assessment, I saw 2 people there, so I was relatively okay. But until I come up here, I see, oh, it's not 2 people, it's actually a lot more. So hopefully I have teammates, and luckily I do have teammates that come up to rescue me up from here. Nothing too spectacular, just apply my bleeds for everybody. Hopefully the pressure will help out my teammates from killing. And something happens right here where my click target breaks. For some reason I can't click to target, so you'll see me moving my mouse around a lot. And yeah, I don't know what happened. The game kind of foobars up, and it ends up costing this ranger on my team his life, because I would have been able to save him if I was able to target this ranger a little bit faster. I try reviving him, and I see that this guy's going for the kill, and I try to back out and target him, but again, see, he only had like a tidbit of life, which it was whatever. The 5 points that they get from it, it wasn't anything too spectacular. We're leading 400 to 255, so it wasn't too bad, but still it would have been nice to save that guy. I'm trying to find this Mesmer. It's the same Mesmer that I fought on my 2-on-2. He's not really giving me trouble, but it's kind of tough to figure out which one of his clones are, especially because this game's new. It's really kind of tough to figure out who's a clone and who's not. But after a while, you kind of get used to kind of guessing which one's a clone and which one is the person. He has this buff. It's from one of his signets that anytime I use a crowd control ability, whether it's a knockback, knockdown, pull, floating, which I don't know what classes does that. It basically applies it to me as well, and it's from one of his signets, and I don't know which one it is. Well, when I figure that out, I'll make sure to memorize it so I don't keep doing it like an idiot. Here I go to neutralize the point because we're down a couple points, and I get this elementalist that tries to kill me. It doesn't work out to him because it's 3-4-on-1, and he goes down pretty fast, especially because I think he is a DPS Ellie. So we try to neutralize this point. I see two people staying, so I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me try to go. It's me being an idiot. I should have stayed on point because everybody else left the point as well. So note to self, stay on point until you cap it. Yeah, I think I got a little bit greedy here. So I end up going back to the point. One thing I want to point out, that Caltrop's awesome ability, and I know I say it a lot, but it pretty much applies it for the whole entire control point. So this whole time that this warrior sits here, he's getting bleeds stacked on him, and it really does not matter that he's blocking. Those bleeds are still hitting him. And I did the math, and it comes up to, if you stay in bleeds, if you stay on the Caltrops the whole entire time, you'll get about 14 stacks of bleeds. At 14 stacks of bleed, you'll be doing about 25,000 damage for the duration of bleeding. So it's really high amount of bleeds. It lasts 10 seconds when I apply my Leaping Death Blossom. So it's pretty deadly if you stay in that field. And the best thing is, people don't since it doesn't apply that, the red circle, people don't realize there's an AoE field, and so you can just kind of ninja stack those bleeds on them. We end up winning this. We cap it. We end up winning this game. So it wasn't anything spectacular to write home about. I enjoyed the 2-on-1 that I faced, where I came out on top. But there's a couple things I probably want to improve. One of them being staying on the goddamn point. That's a kind of an issue with SPVP, is that people don't really like to stay on point. There's no really communication going on. There's actually really little communication. So that's an issue. So that basically sums up the playthrough commentary for this match. I'll be posting a lot of guides, a lot of videos, a lot of PvP footage. So if you guys want to keep in touch with that, subscribe, like the video, comment below on what you guys think, what you guys want to see, give me feedback and whatnot. And yeah, thanks for watching.